Did I talk to Nas? Yeah. Yeah, I talked about his past, and I talked about today. He wasn't playing.
He said that he never missed a meeting before. This is the first time this has ever happened to him.
Okay.
So you talked about his past
Yeah.
in reference to past indiscretions or disciplinary problems? Or?
No. Just his past. That's things I say to him in my office are between me and him.
Peter, Cody and Roman missed or came late to a practice because of car trouble
Yeah.
earlier.
Is that the same?
I don't. Obviously not.
Yeah.
Why? Where's the differential for you?
Well, the difference is he had car trouble. They called and said, we have car trouble. We're going to have problems here. We called and see if we can get a tow truck and if we can get a ride. The difference is you're not showing up and you're responsible for that situation. That's enough said.
How will you fill the extra center spot going into tonight?
Zach Sill is a centerman, so he'll play center tonight.
Peter, was this your decision alone?
We talk about it, but ultimately the decision has to be made by the coach. But we've talked about it with all the staff.
How quickly do you expect to get over this?
I'm over it now. So, there's no sense dwelling. There's no sense continually asking a lot of questions because I'm going to make them shorter and shorter and shorter as we go on here. It's awesome. Come on up here with me.
What do you expect from the Islanders, or what are you preparing for?
I'm impressed with the way Cappy has got that team going. Obviously, I'm a big fan of Tavares and what he brings to the table. I think they roll their D. They all get involved. They move the puck very well. They have grit in their lineup. I think that they've made believers out of everybody around, and they've done a good job doing it. So I think they're a dangerous team. They're offensively, they can make things happen. They get involved. Their D are involved, and I think we have to be at our best.
Peter, when the coaching change was made and Brendan Shanahan went in and challenged the players to show what they are, we're 26 games later and there's been some things that have happened along the way. Are you shocked that they haven't responded better than they have through that period?
I think that you never know what a response is and what do you expect to happen. I mean, those are things that if we're going to change the way we play, that change their mentality. Sometimes those things take longer periods of time. Sometimes they're shorter. I mean, obviously, I'm surprised by a lot of the results where we ended up in W's and the L's. But I think I see a lot of positive things and things that I think have to be a lot better.
What will you be looking for tonight from the team? Where will you see the improvement? You're obviously weren't happy with the performance Saturday.
That all has to do with effort. All has to do with mental preparation and effort. It had nothing to do with anything else. I don't think that we were mentally ready to play the way we need to play against a team like that. And they're a big team that's structurally sound, they're physical, and they keep coming at you. And we weren't ready to play that big game.
So what's worse, lack of punctuality or lack of effort?
I don't know. What do you think is worse?
Lack of effort is frankly. That's why
Ne-
you don't sit on a guy for lack of effort, but you sit on a guy for being late.
There's rules that you have to abide by, and there are different circumstances, different situations. You can't compare the both of them at the same time in the same sentence. You can, but I can't. I have to change depending on what the situation is, and each situation is different. And you try to make it as sound as possible or structured as possible, but it's not always going to be the same.
Peter, can you talk about Morgan Rielly's game?
Morgan Rielly is extremely talented. I love the fact that where he is in his career at 20 years old. He is so dynamic most nights. His skating ability and his elusiveness with that is exceptional. Anytime that he runs into problems is decision making when he has the puck and where he is on the ice. But that's experience that comes with as he continues to play. And we've had a lot of conversations about D and their development. Usually, a lot of times happens after a certain number of games, and they really come into their own A lot of coaches will use the number of 300 games to really become a sound D, and he has really done a lot of things that most people can't do, and I think his development is really ahead of the curve.
Peter,
Pardon me? Awesome.
Peter, are you finding that in this section of the season, this is a group that is responding or needs to respond more to tough love versus kind of the carrot, more the stick versus the carrot?
I think a lot of the things you want to see these things happen shouldn't be happening at this time of year, and that would be the biggest concern. But these things happen at different times. I was on a team one time we thought we were had an opportunity in the playoffs and had players stay out, had to make mistakes late in the first round of the playoffs, and you didn't expect that to happen at that time of year. And you can't always control it, but you have to respond in what you think is appropriate at the time.